Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Nakusoo here, and today I bring to you the finale of Skyblazer. So just a little recap on the last episode. We cleared out the Fortress of Shiro, the Caverns of Shiro, which was the annoying fire stage. We did beat the boss without any troubles. We also got into a little bit of a glitch in the windstorm stage, which I am perfectly okay with. I didn't die. And hopefully we can conclude the game today without any deaths. So let's get on with the Great Tower. Now the Great Tower has an interesting background once we start here and kill some of these Yeti looking enemies. It's mostly black until we get outside. We'll see some new enemies like you've seen right here, these guys with these swords right there. I think they're called scimitars if I remember the correct name for those weapons. Normally they'll want you to use your comet flash in order to get up here. I kind of want to save that for the upcoming part where we will kind of need that. It's not necessary since you'll get a couple refreshes of the magic as we go on. Now a lot of these enemies that charge at you, they can't be defeated by any means from what I've seen. I tried just about every type of weapon and they're all unaffected by it. So now that we're going to be climbing up here, we'll have some more to deal with, and if you did get hurt, there is some health up here that you can collect. Now normally they will probably want you to use a comet flash, however I'm just going to jump and be careful at this part because there is a couple of those guys waiting to charge right into you to do some nasty damage. Take these guys out and be careful of all these spikes. In just a second we're going to have to traverse these spikes with the comet flash. Now in a couple parts here, such as this part, we are going to want to use that in order to get to the other side. Let's see what's down here and be careful. You can take your time on this, there is no time limit. We're going to be coming to our final type of wall that closes in on us. And this is by far the most annoying because of these stupid slime creatures that spit out those balls, and they can't go through terrain, which can be a bit of a pain. So I just took a little bit of damage from that. We only have a little bit more before we get to the door. Coming up here, you want to collect this mana in order to restore it. Make sure to get your health all the way upgraded, and I'll try not to hurt yourself like that. That was a little bit foolish. Now this one is the one that always gives me trouble and usually leads to my death. The thing with it is it usually hits you and you'll kind of rebound and get crushed by the top. Luckily I didn't have that happen to me today. So somewhere someone is loving me for not wanting to die. Okay, that was a little bit close. Oh wow. I am pretty happy that I survived that. I have no idea if it's just a glitch, if it's just something to do with an emulator, but I am not going to complain about anything. Now we have a little bit of a section here, and I am not going to make any jokes relating to Indiana Jones just because that would be too easy. Well, maybe just one. Okay, I almost killed myself right there. Now we'll come up to this type of screw, and I'm not very good at this. Ouch, yeah. The best way to do it is just to jump across on each ledge and wait for him to come down and try to guide him if you can. Probably going to take a hit. Oh yeah, I'm going to take a hit. Not to worry, it only takes off 2. Now jumping down here, you can, if you're lucky and good enough, get all the way to the bottom of the platforms. I have seen some incredible speed runs of this game where you would just fly through the stages and use some of the powers in order to make you transverse faster into each level. It's like really weird, and I have no idea how some people do it. I always been intrigued with speed runs. I always kind of wanted to practice it. I somewhat did it in Dark Void Zero, my previous Let's Play. However, I still can't beat it in the time that I want. Maybe in the future I'll go back and post some videos of me speedrunning a couple of these games that I complete, since I won't have any pressure of having a commentary. I'm really glad I kind of stuck out here and got some of that mana and health, because out here we're going to be outside, and let's hope I don't die. Come on, jump. And we have some more of these darn dragons here to kind of mess up our day. Make sure you're careful. You somewhat have a jump after you use your dragon slash in the air. Now we only have a little bit more to go before we get to our main boss of this place. And with defeating this boss, we will get our last power, viewers. Now this is going to be a little bit of trouble for me. I'll get up there. Thank you, Sky. So ladies and gentlemen, meet the Great Dragon, as I like to call it. I think that is a fitting name for the Great Tower, having a Great Dragon, which somewhat reminds me of the Dragon Ball series, except this one is blue instead of green and white, or green and red if I should say. So the basic strategy that I like to use for this boss is to stay towards the top. At the bottom you kind of have a risk of falling down, and if you're at the top, at least you have the risk of falling back on the bottom platforms. Now this boss has the most hit points out of all the bosses that I've seen so far. I haven't beat the last boss fully. I've been saving that just for this video. I have fought it, but I never actually beat the boss towards the end. That'll be something new when we get to it. Let's hope I don't die. Another thing is the attack. Now I haven't shown the attack, but the attack is you can dodge his flame that comes out of his mouth. For the rest of the video, I'm going to be speeding it up, so 1 second. Damn, this thing. Jesus, has so much health. Ugh. Alright, well, I think we only have a couple more hits. One more hit should do it, and I think we will be able to defeat this boss. Now, let's get the last hit on it. Bam! There we go, viewers. The Great Dragon is defeated. And with that, we will receive our awesome and last power, the Fiery Phoenix, which is a powerhouse of a move, and you'll see once we get to the next boss. Okay, we can do this. So coming in this last part, we will be at the Shrine of Destiny. A little bit of a cliche name, but it's really awesome. It's still a lot of memory getting up to this part. You've done it. There's nothing more here. Now, am I ready to defeat Ashura? He's not sure, are we? I think we are. We really have to. It's our destiny. If we don't, the world will be corrupted, and who knows what will happen. Also, we won't be able to save Ariana. There's little cause to wait, and there's no turning back, ladies and gentlemen. So of course we're going to be ready for our last flying mission all the way up to the last continent, or little island. I am totally amazing with my geography, if you want to know. This is going to be our last type of flying mission, so at this part you want to kind of make sure, if you don't have a lot of lives, to go up and down and collect these. I'm at 48, we have plenty of lives. I'm not worried about lives, like I said in a couple previous videos. And we have a nice little sunset here before we get to the boss. But before we get to the boss, there is going to be a couple things I want to make a note of. Similar to Mega Man and all the likes, there is going to be a bit of a gauntlet once we pass the next stage. And when we get up to that point, I'm probably going to be fast forwarding this and editing. just because it's going to take like 10 minutes just to get to all the bosses, and that's way too far. You've seen all the bosses so far. We came today to see the final episode, to see the final 2 bosses, and to reclaim Ariana. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for Raglan's Citadel. So once we get to the top, I will be in a fast-forwarding mood, and you will witness some of the bosses that I beat before. However, some of them I may beat a little bit quicker. Hopefully I'm good this time, so once I get up here, I will be able to kill some of the bosses using the techniques that I wanted to show. Now, coming up here, these platforms will fall, but if you are on the sides of the smaller ones, they will not fall. Towards the top, if you are on the side of the smaller ones, they still won't fall, so once you get to the... Oh, geez, get up there! Okay, a little bit of concentration. Concentration. I think that was the last enemy. And now we are up here to proceed to our boss gauntlet, viewers. Oh, damn, that was a lot of work. Jeez, you don't have any idea.
You? I know you. I thought I destroyed you before. I'll not make the same error twice.
Because you'll not live long enough to have the chance.
Ah, a challenge? I suppose even the smallest of insects must make noise before being crushed underfoot.
And here we go, viewers, the second last boss, which is pretty much a joke if you have all of your mana in order to kill him with the Phoenix here. He only takes 6 shots with the Phoenix. Bam! Boss defeated. And once the boss is defeated, Ariana will come down, and we did our job. We rescued Ariana. And thanks to our courage, she is in our debt. But, you know, that is the life of an adventurer. And Sky seems to be overly excited. We also have the old man finally in a scene not located in any of those huts. But we can't celebrate yet, viewers. Ashur still lives.
All things are possible to the Lord of War. Just as your power surprised me, so will mine surprise you. Raglan, my master, I call upon you, O Lord of Darkness. I surrender my power so that you may destroy our enemies.
I'm not liking that.
I am Raglan, the Lord of Darkness, King of Destruction. I will the power of all darkness to bring death.
Alright, old man, protect Ariana while we head into the final fight. Oh boy, this boss is the hardest part of the game. You can combine all the stages up to this point. So this boss has a few variations of attacks. He has the arm thrust that you've seen. He'll also have the laser, and not only the laser, you'll have to watch out for that blast that comes underneath it. I'm doing decent so far. So, well, I kind of shouldn't have said that. I guess it might be the curse of recording this while commentating at the same time. I decided to fight this boss off with you, the viewers, for the final time, doing it live so I can kind of complete it at the same time so we all can kind of witness what happens towards the end. This is a really powerful moment for me, and I did a lot of practice dodging these lasers. Another trick you can do, which I may do, is try to dodge the laser by falling down into the crevice down there. I'm doing decent so far. No! Dang it! Gah! Oh, I can't believe I died on this boss. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, now I had to be really serious. So now that we got all of our mana back, it's going to be a little bit easier in trying to sustain. I'm going to see if I can try to heal up. That laser does so much damage to you if you get hit by it. A couple hits and you are definitely down. So our best strategy is probably going to be to fall down here in a crevice in order to not take damage from the laser or that arm that he throws out. Now as we keep attacking him, after 8 hits his mouth is going to kind of change a little bit. So let's be a little bit careful with that. Need some concentration on this part. So excuse me if my commentary somehow goes silent. This boss doesn't seem hard when you look at it, but when I'm playing it, it is definitely hard. And he's going to do more of those arm thrusts as we keep killing him over and over. I only have one more thing. I can't use any more mana by this point. So I'm going to have to be very careful in order to defeat this boss. A trick you can also use is to be on his arm and try to move to the left and right just to save some time. I'm trying to be really careful at this point in order to not die, because that would be very, very bad. One death is enough. We definitely have to take him down, and we are at the halfway point. What I'm going to try to do is, after a few more hits, I want to see if I can kill him with my Phoenix. So there's one. And there we go. Let's see if we can get him. Come on, come on. Okay, I don't care about taking damage. And oh my god, we did it. Yes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we beat the boss. After so long, after so many years, I beat this game. Ugh. And with that, they'll have a conversation that looks like, "Do not worry, sorceress, heroes do not die so easily." I wonder, are we well? We just kind of exploded in that place. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy about this. Oh, jeez. You have no idea how glad I am just to beat this game. It's like one of those games where you play a long time ago and and this looks like it will be the end. We'll be flying off in a fiery phoenix form while the credits roll. Epic and Sony Records. Sony, you did an awesome job in creating this game. I really enjoyed this game and the Let's Play. Thanks to the whole staff, even though probably most of the staff is gone by now or with different companies. So I do think ImageSoft has abandoned by this point, or sometime in the 2000s. But viewers, thank you for watching this. This has been one of the most memorable Let's Plays that I will probably do for the next few months. I do have some future projects planned that will have some of my favorite games. However, when it comes to this, nothing's going to top this for a while. Oh boy, I don't have anything to say right now. It's just I'm trying to enjoy the music and wow. So for future projects, I do intend on doing more of these old school games. I really enjoyed it. There's still a few more I have that I haven't beat, and also ones I want to play blind. As you may have seen in my intro, there will definitely be some special ones on special occasions. But right now, we will rejoice in Skyblazer. And for the rest of the video, I think I'll just let the credits roll and you guys can enjoy the music. So I have been Nakusoo, this has been Skyblazer, and for the final time in this series, take care and stay classy.